Greetings and welcome to Dyson Sphere Program. I'm Dgray and today we continue our Let's Play, where our last episode just got even more of this hooked up and we got our new power system up and running. So right now that is slowly working. Still haven't figured out how to manage these in a better way. But we have some going back and forth and that is good enough for me. Does supply us with a bit of needed power once in a while. So all in all, it's not too bad. I'll let it run like this for now. So in today's episode, I very much want to continue working out on our plane filters. Because right now we're missing cashmere crystal, and I think it's quite good to get it done. So the thing we have to plan out now is, do we go for the normal crystals from organic ones, or do we go find some cashmere crystals? Is that what they're called? The special ones. Advanced. Optical granite crystal. If you look at the recipe, it's made in... What is it made in? Just a normal replicator? Let's just have a look at it quickly. And then we'll probably go explore a few worlds a bit so we can set up a more advanced production. We want to do this one. Granite crystal vein. Or grating. Optical grating. So let's go and have a look right here. So a few episodes ago we researched the ability to look at stars and see what's there. Spinal form stalagmite crystal. Not sure if that's one we need, but now we can actually see what's here. Fractant silicon. Oh, we can look at what it says here. So nothing on this world. Can we find one that has what we need? Oh, a sulfuric acid ocean. Oh, and that's probably from orbital collectors get us hydrogen and fire ice. That's not too bad. Is there any way to mark this as we want to look at it later? No. We'll just have to remember that this has a sulfuric acid ocean. One thing we could do though. Oh, 25 light years. That is quite far away. Let's look at the ones a bit closer. Organic crystal, the ore. Not really what I'm looking for at the moment. 9 light years. No. So how can we find something we actually want? So we're right here right now. What is... 10 light years, not too bad either. Oh! This one is quite good. It has 3 of the things we need. And a pretty darn beautiful star. So what is this? That is... something called things called... NTRJ something. And it's over that way. Oh, and right next to a black hole. What's at the black hole? That's... that also looks kind of exciting. And they both have what we need. So why don't we try and go to NTR, a neutron star. That rhymed. NTR, a neutron star. And see what this has in store for us. So... Can you remember this? It's purple. It should be easily rememberable. So let's see. What do we need to bring? Some miners. We have some miners. Should be enough. We have some interstellar logistic towers. We have some logistics vessels. That's also be quite good. We have some belts. Might want to grab a few more because we just want to set up so we can get it transported back. So let's grab some more of that. Power poles, a few of those. We have solar. We could probably grab some of these if you want to transmit power that way. Otherwise we have solar at the moment and I think that might be good enough for the moment. More belts. Landfill. I have 2000. That should be good. So anything else we need? I think as long as we have interstellar logistics stations, we have some belts, some miners, and some power, I think we will be good to go. We have the drone to transport them. We could place some of these on the planet. to transport. No, we need interstellar because it's just a mining world. We just went to send all off world and back to here. Isn't that what we want? 6 goes into 1, but it requires a ton of other things. So yeah, we'll transport it back. Hopefully it won't be a bottleneck on transportation, but that is what we'll try for now. So let's see, can we find a purple star in the sky? Purple, purple, purple. Can we look at it here? So if we're pointing that way, we'll have to go up this way. So it has to be somewhere over here. But we still have some easy way to do it. Is it towards this galaxy, or is it some other way? No, it's the completely opposite direction, so it should be somewhat directly behind us now. Let's see if we look at the world map again. Purple, purple, purple. Okay, so our star is in the front of us, so it's to the left of the star. Start to the left and look for some purple. That is not the easiest thing to find. Let's just get, no, that's how many jobs we have, 14. That should be enough to not get us into trouble. Let's fly a bit up here. Hopefully we'll get some kind of a landmark. I know most people have been talking about it. There is a way to actually see which way you're going. Because right now we are looking that way. Oh. Aha. It's out this way somewhere. Oh, there we are. Well, that's not easy to see. Is there some way to mark it on the map? This is where we want to go. Okay, let's try and go here. 10 light years. Hopefully I have enough power to go there and back. We'll find out. We haven't been further than 2.5 light years away before. So we're going there pretty quick. So, oh, and we can kind of easily overshoot it. Because I can't see where I'm going anymore. Oh, if we get stuck in outer space, I am gonna be in a bit of trouble. Can we see it here on the map? Okay, so we can see ourselves travel. That's pretty good. So we have to go up quite a bit more to hit it. So can we turn? Oh, haha! There we are. 3 light years, 2 light years. Let's see what we have here. And then the DSR should be the black hole. So let's see what we find over this place. NTR, hopefully some planets and such. And not just sun. Okay. Here we are, that's the start. So let's stop right there. Let's look at a map view. So we have the star right here. Has 2 million something crystal, a lot of fractal ones, normal ocean water. I'm guessing it has to be on this one. That is correct. And there is... oh, that's a lot of solar radiation. That is perfect. This couldn't be better. So let's go to that planet. Can we mark this on the map? I know there's some way to do it, I think. I've seen some kind of marker for it. So where do we go? Is it over here? Oh wait, I didn't mean to warp. I want to. Did I mean to warp? No. Just normal speed, please. Still 12, so we can get home. That's perfect. But I'm quite sure we marked some of this on the map before. We want to save it. Why can't I do that at the moment? Oh well. Come on. It's always exciting going exploring a place like this. Just to see what we can find. Let's see here. Oh, a new world with a ton of rare things. And... oh! I just bounced off. No, no, no. Why did you bounce? Please go back. I think that was the first. Okay, touchdown. Whew. So here we are. Unipolar magnets, fire ice, fractal silicons. We might put one right here. But firstly, let's get some power down. Let's get some solar. That goes directly through that. That's not what I want. This goes through the fire ice. That should be fine. Could also just do it this way. So I think, yeah, just going through that will actually be good. And then we can have enough power for things. So let's do it quickly. A nice quick guard mode. Settings. And do a quick build of the solar panels. And this should give us enough power for what we need to do. Of course, can you fly a bit in the meantime? Make it easier for us to do. And luckily this is a nice straight line. Go. Skip you and continue down this way to about here. And I don't think this was locked in some strange way, was it? No, it just rotates extremely quickly. That's fine. Please continue this way. Titanium veins. Let's go and do all of this. Because we have to stay here until we have full energy. Because I don't want to get stranded halfway back to our own solar system with no power. What if I have enough to go all the way around the world? Don't think I will. But silicon has well. A lot of good things. Then the only thing we have limiting us is how fast what's called things can travel. Yeah, we can skip you for now. There's one in between, so that's perfect. Oh, go here, please. Come on, robots. Little mech, or Icarus, and let's continue our work. And we don't have enough to go completely around the world, but will at least give us enough to hopefully power this. And I actually think this might be a bit overkill for what we need, but that is fine. There we are. We only got 20, that was a mistake. Well, let's get out of guard mode again, and let's get all these nice rare resources collected. Unipolar magnets are used for... Oh, we also use crystals for these. That's a bit easier than doing that one. What else? We have the crystals here. That's the main reason why we're here. Oh, and this one can use those instead. Might also be quite good to have the advanced recipe. Silicon fragments up here instead of using silicon. Anything else? This one we have. That one needs some other crystals. Might be good to save on the carbon. Other than that, I think we're quite good. But let's just set up a few mining things for each of them. So let's see. Fractal silicon, unipolar magnet, fractal silicon. Where are the thing we're looking for? Only 2 something million, but it should be around here somewhere. Let's see. Where are you hiding, my precious? Ah, there we are. In one small lane. So, was it this way? Let's just consult our map again. Oh, right, that's to the west. So right here we pretty much have to set something up to get our crystals. And this is all we can get from this one. But Right next to unipolar magnets. Anything else nearby? Fire ice. We'll just drag in a few things. So interstellar. You can go right there. Time for some miners. Don't know if we need to cover. I'm just covering all of them. I think that'll be fine. And then just turn you to grab the last over here. At least that's almost all of them. Can I change one of you to grab the one in the middle? I'd very much want to get you, so that is fine. Then the belts. I'll do it the easy way. Please do like this. And you can go from over here down this way. Then we'll just kinda hook them up as needed, and you'll go over this way and in. Very easy to do. Don't mind using a few more belts than necessary, because it is much easier to manage by doing this. So there we are. And you. Perfect. So now to grab some power poles. I'll probably just grab these and take it from somewhere in here. Don't think I need to mind too much where I place them. Just do it right here at the corners for now, because that looks nice. Here, and then we'll go one further. Then we'll power all of this, so that'll be... We'll power all of you this way. Good. So how much are you putting out? 300 something. So that's fine. Please take in optical crystal. Just fill it up. Remote supply, remote demand. And let's put in a few robots. A few of these. Let's request some space warpers. Just 100. Remote demand. Look at that. Oh, our system works. That's going to deliver it here. No idea how long it's going to take. We'll go here, deliver it, and then we have this that can go back. We will give it a small amount of power to get it off the ground. There we are. You can just charge, and we are making not a lot, but that's just because this one is consuming most of it. But that is fine. This will slowly fill up over time, and that is good enough for me. So just go to 30 instead. I don't want you to charge too fast, and it's not going to be any issue in just a little bit. Unipolar magnets. Here we are. And let's get you, and let's get the rest over here. That is fine for me. This goes there, there, and you can go out this way. Good, good, good. That's all of you connected up. Power tower. Right there. And that connects up. They're working, they're just lacking a bit of power. But that we can solve. Unipolar. Where you're hiding. Unipolar magnets. Good. Remote supply, remote supply. We got warpers going in for our ships, so we can request it back home. What else do we have? We have kimberlite ore, fracked silicon, spinefold crystal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus the acid, sulfuric acid ocean, which I also want to go and get. I think that might be quite good just for the normal production. So that's 2 things. Oh, look at that. That goes the warpers. That I can in theory grab some from here, because we are getting in 500. Let's get a few for myself. Why do you stack? You're stacking 100, so... Oh, you can't go back in now, that's fine. We'll take a few back, and then we'll have it deliver in when needed. Unfortunately, we can't go lower. Unless we... Yeah, that's fine. We'll just fill up. So now we have that. Fire ice needs a bit more. I'll follow you. Charging up nicely. Fire ice is not needed to grab right now. Could grab something else instead. Could grab fractured silicon. Just dragging a belt over this way might be the easiest way to do it. Or we can set up a new tower over here, because there's actually a lot of good things right here. So let's see a tower. Right there. You can go here for now. And then we'll grab a few of these if you want to do this recipe instead. Let's see you. Let's see 2. That looks like all of them. A few belts. Let's go this way. Let's go from over here. In. You can go out and hook up where needed. And you can go out and hook up down here. That is that. And you'll just hook in over here. I'd like for you to supply fractal silicon. You will also need some of these. Also in this one down here. Let's get just 100 in you. So you don't request any when I turn you on. Remote demand. So that is not getting any, and that is perfect. That is exactly what I want. This is full and can deliver things back to the main base. Let's get some power lines down. And there we are. Like 24, we can get that when it's running full speed. That is fast enough for me. Then you'll get things in. Let's just check it's working. Small amount of power as well. And you can just charge with, oh. Yeah, transfer range infinite. Drone range, the whole planet. So now we just leave this and let it do its thing. It will slowly build up a bit of storage up to 10,000. And that is good enough for me. What else does this lovely planet have? Fire ice. We're getting that somewhere else at the moment. Fractal silicon, optical. The unipolar maxes and the optical ones might be the 2 best ones to get. Because are they used? Those were also used for, yeah, look, it's used for these 2. That one and that one. The 2 hardest recipes we have at the moment. Well, not the hardest, but it is quite good. Though it requires quite a bit of throughput. This one just requires a lot of production steps in just iron and copper. I do think this is one of the main things because of these. But that we can go and mine as well. Because we can get organic crystal vein. Instead of making from plastic and such. So do we have anything else nearby? Or anything else you want to set up, that is. Let's make sure we don't forget anything while we're here. Now we can take the other one of these unipolar ones. Just since we're here. As soon as it fills up, it's not going to drain that much from our current production. And that looks good. So you can go out this way and down. And the rest will just kinda go over here and hook up with the rest of it. There, and there. So at least we have a small amount of power going here now. It's not going to run full speed. We might have to go back at some point and hook this up again. We could request in. But that'll give us 45. So let's do this. I think that'll be a good way to make sure we at least have 45 going in at some point when things are kicking off and it can start to move things around. So why don't we just hook you up somewhere? Of course, next to a tower will always be the best. So maybe over here. You can go this way. There's not much going on. So what if we just do that? You will set to discharge. You will request in those just 100 at a time. Then we'll get a full load. And then we'll output these. You'll remote supply all you can. You'll be remote demand. Up to 100, and that will be used for power. As soon as we have enough of these being produced. That is still one of our Achilles heels, that we can't produce that. But that will power this one up to a maximum of 500. And of course, let's remember to actually hook it up as well. That would have been bad if we had forgotten that. So you can just go in there. Taking out you one. And you'll just kind of go back into this one. You are hooked up to the network, right? Yes, you are hooked up. So at some point, we'll start sensing power here in case we needed to keep this running. It'll be nice having a bit in storage, and I think everything is here for that to be the case. Of course, as soon as these are charged, it shouldn't be the case anymore, but yeah. I don't mind sending these on a bit of a trip. To do we want to do this? No, let's not do it. It's so little we have here. I'll just never mind. It is a good plan, but as soon as these are charged, I don't see a need for it anymore, and I'll just let these run. Yeah, let's keep it this way. That's fine. So we had optical, fractal, unipolar. Fires we're getting somewhere else. That is from the neutron star. That would be cool to have a Dyson Sphere around this one. That seems rather cool. The black hole has nothing we need, but I could kind of want to go have a look at it. No, it's no need. It's just a waste of time going there. At the moment, we'll look at it in a future episode. Right now I want to find... Ooh, do we even have extractors for that? Guessing we need... water pumps that we can't make, so we'll have to go home anyway. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, we have kimberlite ore here. What's that used for? That's one of the few things we are still looking for. That's used for that one. And diamond can be obtained from further smelting, so that's pretty much just this one. Instead of doing from coal, but coal we have an amazing amount of, so I don't think we have to go for that right now. The only thing is the sulfuric acid. That's mostly because it's used to make some... Oh yeah. Is it... I completely forgotten what you're used for. Is it the graphene? Yeah, that's uses it, but that is not an issue anymore. We're making that somewhere else. Then we're actually looking quite good. And these are also being made fast enough for that. We just need the strange fluid here that requires these, but that we can make now with a new throughput. So that I'm not too worried about. I think that'll work if you set that one up. Yeah, we might also just set up the... Oh, expand this one out. So why don't we try with this first? The plan was to get our crystals up and running as the main thing this episode. And 1 million will give us 150,000-ish per million. And we have 2 rounds. So about 300,000-400,000 of these. And that should equivalent to a ton of things. Look at it right here. That's 400,000 of these. Yeah, I think we'll be fine for a while. And that'll be good. So let's go home. Our production tab should have it written down now. The system. So you should be able to find it. It's all about remembering the color. So look, we can do that to mark things. Well, I can only do that when I'm on a planet then, is that why? Because when you're in space you can't do it? Or you can? Just can't mark that one. Let's warp home. And then we'll have a look at it. Ooh, 10, that might be enough to get home. Then we'll mark this as our area. Go. Press shift to accelerate. Okay, that's... I can't accelerate more than this, that would be weird. And that is not a new tutorial. Silly game. But let's go home. Let's remember as soon as we go out to mark this area. Kinda wish there was an easier way to do it. So let's get home. And set up this production. I want to do it at the opposite side. I'll show when you get back to the planet where I plan to set up a new production chain. I have a pretty decent plan. It's all about if we take too much room from the other production areas. But we'll figure out if we need as much room as that. I think it'll be cool. So let's see here. Oh, it stopped by itself. Why? I didn't click anything. Can you please jump a bit closer? 7 U's is a bit too far for me to just fly. There we are. Ooh, and look at that. We'll probably look how far the Dyson Sphere is at now. And what else we can do? Let's see. Our energy is just gonna take us home. That is a bit too close for comfort. And we're almost out of fuel things. So, oh, there we are. So we're not crashing into the planet anymore. That's good to know. These are completely empty, so we can remove these. Get these belts away. Then this is still running. We might have to change that at some point. That's fine. So now to set up that production. Let's see. We have 18 of you. Should be enough. Could always grab a few more since we're here anyway. Insert us. Let's get some tier 1 still. Don't like to spend power on things we don't need to spend power on. And the production chain will be this one. So 6 to 12. And that should be quite good. We should have enough hydrogen. We did fill up the orbital station a bit. Or the orbital collectors under the planet. So I don't think that will lack too much. So insert is fine, belts fine. Production things. Let's get you 50 of you. And then I don't think I need any more right now. Yeah, these are just chugging along. Is it even filling up yet? Yeah, or no, it's still nothing up. Deuterium can't keep up anymore. We are using way too much. So let's set up the crystal. I think that is one of the main things we are lacking. Because that, look, that goes into these two and that stops our entire production. So let's fly over here. What I want to do is I'll use the same area as this one. and set them up on the opposite side. One thing I will change... I might still move it in. I think it'll be fine if we do it 1, 2, 3 in. So we'll do the same with the opposite side. I still want to do that. At least for now. It's a bit of the same thing as our current main boss. If you do it in the middle, I can only do 1 resource going that way. If I do 2, it can go both ways. And I still want to have that room to do a massive expansion. So start in the middle, 1, 2, 3 again. Should be the same range. That means we can do 1, 2, 3 on the opposite side. Yes, exactly spaced out. So that is good. Now for the setup. I want you to be made. That means we have to request things off world. Firstly, I would like to output these. And I would like to input the crystal. And what else do we need? Graphene and hydrogen. Graphene and hydrogen. Was hydrogen right? Yeah, hydrogen, good. So pretty much changing out or right here, which uses that one, which uses a long production chain that I don't want to use anymore, and simplifying it quite a bit. Then let's place down you right here, as we've seen so many times before, making our new recipe. The old one can still back at the old base, making that. But 3 inputs going this way. So let's see. You are producing 1 every 4 seconds, so pretty much just making as long as possible is fine. We need 3 per second, so we do 10 per side. Factoring in the speed, so maybe 8, 7 per side. I think if we do 8, ooh, this actually requires a lot with these. Should we leave 1 spot in the middle for hydrogen? Because then we can make it twice as long. Yeah, I think I'll do that. That also lines up very nicely with the optical then, since that is a 6 to 12. Yeah, let's do that. So you'll do here instead. 1, 2, 5, 6, and we have to do this to make it big enough. And now it's just how big should we make it? Let's landfill in all of you. Want to see you anymore with water. So what I want to do is, let's see. If we have 10, 2, 4, 6, 7. If we do 15, it might be good. And we should be able to supply it if we can supply the hydrogen. That's a big if. 2, 4, 6, 7. Oh yeah, and the production of the crystals. How many are we producing? Let's grab you wherever they're at. Not at the bottom. So let's see here. Where is our crystal? Is it all the way at the top then? Oh, that, yeah. Last hour. About, or maybe 10 minutes is better. About 400 something per minute. This one can consume, what is that, about 1 per second? 60 per second times a lot. So yeah, I think this is all us production can handle at the moment, but let's do this anyway. Now to get the belt, you'll go from right here in. We'll have 1 going out as well, this way. Then we'll set up our current production here. Probably don't have enough of these. 1, 2, 5, 6. It goes in, and then we need this one to go in as well. So if we do it here, we'll still have enough to output. Let's do that. That should work for what I'm trying to do. So that's the extra hydrogen in. Then we need the output 1 every 4 seconds. A bit less than that, 1 every 3 seconds or so. Since this is 1.5 crafting speed, we'll need to output it. So you'll output on that side. Top one every time. And let's get you hooked up, and you'll go on the bottom one every time. So we should have left room for that, and then we have everything here in the middle kind of hooked up as I wanted. There we are. Then we need the 3 outputs on the outside as well. All the way to rent, please. And to here, and the opposite side. Let's get the third one. So that is pretty much the setup we have to do. We'll need the inputs. Of course, we'll have to get hydrogen on the inside. Said that a few times now. We'll do hydrogen here. We'll do hydrogen. And the other two, did they matter at all? 2 and 6. So in theory, we should get crystals and carbon. Also graphene, yeah. We'll do hydrogen, crystals, and graphene. Yeah, I think that is the correct setup in terms of throughput. Then we need to hook up a ton of these. I'll just fly and get some more. Not think we'll need that many, but then we'll see it all being transported back here and hooking up our new production chain. Oh, let's land. Please give me 100 of you. And that's fine. Let's get some power poles. Thank you. One of you should make the better ones at some point. Yeah, right now this is what we're using. You are still looking. Let's get just a bit more, a few more drones so we have it. More belt so we can get it filled up. Let's see here. And that is quite good in terms of what we need. Let's go this way. Okay, and over here. Might be able to split it in the middle as well if you want more production chains, but that we'll check out. So, do we just need, at least in 2 of them we do need the fastest one. I don't want to do on all of them just because of the cost of work. So what if we do fast, fast? Oh, stop you. How do you guys think this will look? And then on the outside we can do the other one every half seconds. But that's one every 2 seconds. That's not fast enough. So we'll need to go to at least the next one up. If we were to try and do that. We could also just go with this one. To be honest, I think it's much better just to go with this one for now. I know it's a bit of a power drain, but we don't have as many operations, so that might be better. Oh, and do you guys know if it's per item or if it's per operation? Because if it takes 3 for 72 and this takes 1 for 60, then this is still a better power consumption wise. Probably have to test that at some point. Because if that is the case, then it's pretty much always better to take the better ones. Because the idle consumption is the same. Let's get the rest of you hooked up. And there we are. Now we just need a bit of power. Luckily, that is something I'm quite good at hooking up. We'll go all the way to the end, give us power, because power is life, or life is power. Whatever way you want to turn it. Okay, so we're good to go. That seems quite nice. What is one thing not powered in here? You've got to be kidding me. Maybe that's why we use... oh, we could do it in between. That would be better. Just because we can't reach those few. Those all give us more room. I just don't think we can always do it in between. Do it here, here, dump free. So wait a second, let's do this correctly. Don't like looking at the wrong, so if we do it here, 2. Do 4 in between, will that reach? Or 1, 2, 3, oh, do it here then. We'll have to move it a bit in the future. Or we could just plan it out before we place down the last one, so you'll actually be... right there instead. So there we are. That is power for this entire thing. Now to see if we can get something delivered. Don't have any warpers. Should probably request some in. Otherwise it'll be a long journey. Can check if it's actually possible that the thing at the other planet will just send what we need. And you can just kinda get as much as you want. You can store as much as you want. Let's not get too much of you. Might have to get a bit more hydrogen. You can just max you out. So supply, and then you will be demand. So what if we just activate these now? I think it'll work. Let's see, demand, and demand. Also need local demand and demand. So graphene is completely broken. Pretty much because of our fire ice, but I thought we were making some. Already getting 5,000 in. That's enough for 900 some crystals. Not too shabby. Getting a small amount of this. Hydrogen is flowing in quick enough. I'll kind of want to do this instead, because we're having trouble requesting enough from the orbital collectors. So this is a way to make sure we get some in and then just supply around to all the places we haven't set up to interstellar logistics stations yet. Okay, there we go. Graphene is also on its way. Very slowly. Probably one of the next thing we'll have to set up. But I'm guessing sulfuric acid is our main limiting factor. Also why I wanted to go and get some of that. Look at that, sulfuric acid. Very bad. Did we have another way? We have the fire ice. Okay. How far away is our little interstellar travel thing? Can we see it? Oh, look at that. It is going. Oh, there they are. Look at that. They even colored correctly. That's perfect. I want to mark you. I can't see it on night sky, and if I can't see it on night sky, I can't put a marker in it. I might be able to do it from here, if I can figure out where the star is at. Oh, it was already pinned. So as soon as you have something on it, it pins itself? Let's hope that's the case, because that'll make it a lot easier for us to find. Well, let's just watch this. Here goes the crystal very soon. Oh, there we go. Here goes the crystal. That's purple color. But that is doing what we want. Oh, hopefully that's just going to... Oh yeah, we have master equipped warpers, so we'll have it delivered from the other side. But that is way more crystals than we ever had. Let's check our production. Crystal, crystal, crystal. Should be a search function. I remember when Victoria put that in, it was so good. There they are. Spiked a bit, probably go down again for last minutes. Yeah, it is better, and it will be better as soon as we solve our graphene situation. Let's just go and check on that, because we should have enough fire ice. Because we are making some over here. Look, it is going in, it's just not going out fast enough, so we will have to set up a much better production because, yeah, we are getting it in. Right here? Yeah. So, should we set it up? We do have chemical plants. To be honest, you'll get a bonus. Let's set up graphene as well, since that is lacking. Oh, stop. We'll do it right next to this one. Could also go the opposite way up here to show that. Let's just try and go this way, and then we'll make it twice as wide. And how many spots do we have in between? Was it 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and then it's on the 7 one, so 6. That I can work with, so it'll be right here. And then we'll do double wide. I'm guessing. Oh, maybe not on this side. Maybe on this side. But this is filled with junk. You can remove, remove, remove. That seems good. And we didn't hook you up correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'll be right here because, look, we can't be much closer. So there we are. And how should we set this one up? Just the graphene. Because the input is, let's see, it needs two 1s. We can pretty much just output it on 1 and have something burn off the excess if we can't consume all the hydrogen. We can also go with 2 belts, 1 for each. But then again, if one jams, the other one is pretty much gonna jam anyway, so 1 belt should be fine. 3 items in, 3 items out every 2 seconds. So that's 1.5 every second, so that's about 10 something. Do we want 2 output belts in the middle and then have an input on the outside? Yeah, because the output is greater, so we should probably have 2 too. So let's do this. We'll do double belts. And I won't mix up what goes in and out. That is not something I want. We'll do 1 right here, 1 right next to it. We'll then set up a ton of oil refineries. Let's start with 10 on each side. Turning this way, I guess. 1, 2. Wait, let's set it up for what it actually has to produce first. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. That takes so much room doing these. Then we could probably put some on the side as well if that is needed. That was wrong. There. Let's get you hooked up. Then we'll have a massive amount of graphene being produced, so this actually starts to work. This is just silly that it's not working at the moment. So let's grab you all the way to the end. You all the way to here. And we can pretty much make this about 2.5 times as long. Then we'll get to the issue if these run into each other. But that's fine. Let's go. And then we need the belts on the outside. And for once it's only one belt on the outside, which is new. We normally have 2. Or 3 for that matter. All the way to the end with you as well. You'll need 2 every bit less than 1 second, so I'm guessing these will be fast enough for what we need. Because they do 1.5 per second, so that's 3 every 2 seconds. It's a bit faster, so it'll line up pretty nice. The output though will need to be 1 tier better. And yeah, 3 tips per grid, so this one will be fine. No need to filter, you'll just output everything. That is fine with me. It'll all get distributed further down the line. But that, you're in the wrong spot. We have to be nice and orderly with this, guys. We can't just do it willy-nilly. And there. And then you can output pretty much the same spot, just on the opposite side. But since it looks like we can't make it long enough, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. Since the endpoint is right now filled with some of these. There we are. Time to request in what we need. Power-wise, do we need anything exciting? Oh, fit right there. That is quite nice. The hitboxes of the buildings are quite funny once in a while. But I'm not gonna complain if we can just do this to fill it in. Can we then get it here and here to hook it up? And then there's no spot over here. That was complete. Wow. Oh, it's inside. Ah. Can we remove the outside one if this actually reaches? What if we take these away? This is actually enough. We'll remember that for the future. Let's leave them for now, just for symmetry's sake. And let's get this fired up, shall we? So let's see. You'll output 2 items. One will be hydrogen, but the most important one is the graphene. You'll output hydrogen. I would like to take in fire ice. And you are allowed to do it from remote locations. Did this one have any setup? No, then we can get the warbles from this one over to this one over here. So let's see, you will just request 100. Local demand, because I think we have them here. And you'll just request maximum fire ice. So, remote demand. Let's put in you and let's see how much we actually have. Oh, and of course these needs the warpers to work. Otherwise they won't work, because I think it's in a different solar system. Let's see what happens when drones delivers a bit of those if these takes off. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. We are going to grab all the things we need to increase this production, and we'll have, that's fine, that's just local supply, fill it up, hopefully it gets used. So now fire is getting picked up. I'll just wait with ending this episode until we're done. Oh, and let's also remember to fit in the right here. That almost was a mistake. I know you guys have told me that I've done it a few times before, but that is what happens once in a while. There we are. So that's a new production chain. Hopefully that's going to give us a ton of cashmere crystal. I want to call them cashmere crystals, but that's not correct. So let's see, where are they at? I have to look at a different solar system. They're going right there. Over here to pick them up, landing, and taking them back. Is any here yet? No. But all 10 of them is going to pick it up. Oh wait, there is some. Oh, we've got the fixed outputs. My bad. Fire ice and fire ice. So look at this. Incoming. And then we have to see how much faster this is now. So look at that. Look at that beauty. Pretty much running as I wanted to. Very nice. So let's just check our production if that increased anything. Well, a small amount. I think that's gonna serve us very well going forward, that we have this production going now. Of course, we will need to look at some other things, but at least for now, this is much better. So this episode has already been an hour long. Wow, time flies when you're having fun and things are working. In next episodes, I think we should try and go and look for an acid lake. I think that'll be the best. Let's put in some drones here. It actually gets delivered around the base. Drones for you. So we can start to hook up a bit more. And by more, I mean get the production up and running, because I know we still have some bottlenecks here and there. Right now this is at 1800, so that's a good way to go. But yeah, I'll have a look at what the bottlenecks are in between episodes and see if we can't fill them up like this to get it running at maximum speed. So hopefully guys, this deserves a like and a subscribe. I really hope it do. Or it does, because it's pretty darn cool. So with that, thank you so much for watching guys. I've been Dgray and I will see you in the next episode. Bye guys.